Hi guys, it's David from Be Skill Be Fit. Welcome to our flashback for this week. Great week for you guys to be back in school. Hope you had a great week seeing all your friends and all your mates again. And we'll have a look at how the week has panned out with us. Okay, so I've got a quick brain break to start off this week. So a bit of a puzzle for you to think about throughout the video today, and then I'll give you the answer at the end. So I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Have a think about it. I'll give you the answer at the end. So on Monday this week for our masterclass, we did our soccer kicking part 2. So remember, we want to keep our head down over the ball, toe pointing down for our laces kick. Remember, kicking it on our shoelaces or where our shoelaces would be. Head down over the ball. Remember our non-kicking foot, we need to stand up onto that foot so that we're balanced so that we can kick. So let's just have a look at a couple of the quick key points. Feet together, hands by my side. Remember, we're going to step first, and then we're going to kick with my toe pointing down. Okay, toe pointing down. Okay, so keeping that body right over the ball, head down, helps us get lots of power into it. So hope you've been out there practicing. Remember, you can change it up. You can increase the distance away. You can run in faster. We want you to build yourself up, build your skills up so that you're into a game situation, so that these skills can be played out on the park on the weekends or in PWSA teams when all of that sort of stuff resumes. We also did some more of the dribbling. So remember, we need to keep that ball really close, little touches, inside turn, outside turn, pull back. We need to keep the ball really close to us. So again, in a game situation, someone can't come and take the ball off us. Now it just takes practice and practice and practice. Let's have another quick look. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot. Okay, and then we can try with our left foot. Outside, inside, outside. Okay, so lots of practice. Keep practicing. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't work out. If you want to make it harder, get someone to see if they can chase you and tip you before you can get through some cones or some drink bottles or some socks or whatever you've used as some markers. So make it harder, challenge yourself, okay? And continue practicing. So keep going over it. We want really great kicking skills, which we want to see when we get back into our schools with you. So before we move on, just want to bring in my little friend. Okay, so remember, we're still on the lookout for a name for our character. So teachers, if you can grab some ideas from your students and send them back to us. We want to name our character because we're going to do some really cool stuff with the character in the next couple of weeks. So keep a lookout for that. So on Tuesday with our card trick, how did you go with that? I sat there scratching my head, couldn't work it out for quite a few goes. How did you go? Were you able to pick it straight away? I think it was a pretty hard one to pick straight away. Let's have a quick look.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Is it the 2 of spades? Yes, it is.
So pretty hard to pick straight away, but once you understand and learnt what the trick was, it was a pretty simple trick to be able to go and use with other people. So did you have a go with your family? Did you maybe try it with some of your classmates when they came back to school this week? Keep practicing the tricks, your hands get smoother, your brain thinks faster, you can do it all quicker and you can trick people. Good fun game to play. For our 0 to 60 challenge, let's have a look again. It was pretty tiring. Did you use table tennis balls? Did you use pegs? Did you use ushies? What did you use at your place? That's another good, fun, challenging one to see how quick you can get them all out. It's pretty hard. So Give it another go, keep practicing, have fun with it, jump around, dance around. It makes you move a lot more than you think you need to get those balls out of there, and see if you can beat your score, see if you can beat your family as well at home in that game. For our bucket relay challenge, what were our key points that we did way back with our underarm throw in the first week? Step, point, throw, they're the key points. They're the things that we need to do to get good technique, to get good success. Let's have a look at our bucket challenge.
Step, point, and throw.
Okay, so remember, step, point, throw, make sure our arm is swinging through straight. And hopefully you keep going back to the skills that we've been teaching each Monday, and you keep practicing those things. Our underarm throw, our overarm throw, our catching, our soccer kicking with our side foot, and then our dribbling, and then also our laces kicking. So keep going back to those, keep practicing your skills, and you will get better and better and better. For our workout on Wednesday, how did you go? Finding it easy? Are you finding it hard? Is it getting easier now that you've done a few of the workouts? We hope you've done a few of the workouts. We hope that you've done a few of the workouts a couple of times so that you can get fitter and can get stronger and start really developing your fitness level. So how did you go on the push-ups? Remember a few weeks ago we did our push-up challenge, and we said you can build it up. You could do 2, you could do 5, get it up to 10, see if you can do 10 in a row. You could try on your knees, you could try on your toes. If you've been practicing with our push-up challenge, you would have got to that part in the workout and gone, oh, this is really good, and have a little test for yourself to see how your fitness level's going. Let's check out the workout.
Perfect. Good.
So remember on the workout, you can slow it down if you need to. If you need to have a longer rest, you can do that. If you don't need to have as long a rest, you can do more time, do 45 seconds of the exercise and then only have a 15-second break. So you can adjust that depending on your fitness level, but keep giving them a go. You're going to get fitter, you're going to get healthier, you're going to get stronger, and then when we get out of all of this lockdown and we can get back to playing sports and PWSA and weekend sports, you'll see that you've actually made some gains and you're fitter as a result of doing all of the workouts. For our dance tutorial with classic, again, really cool music, funky music. Remember, slow it down, learn the moves, learn the steps, gets in your head, hard to get it out, but let's have a quick recap on our dance tutorial. So they're good fun, aren't they? So keep practicing. Try some of the earlier ones as well, but keep practicing on the dance tutorials and learn some new steps. And as we wrap up the week, we hope you had a great week. As we said, we hope you really enjoyed getting back into the classroom, seeing your teacher, seeing all your mates and all your friends back at school, which is really cool as we start to come out of the lockdowns. Remember to stay safe, remember to keep washing your hands, keep good hygiene and all of those things that we need to be doing at the moment to protect ourselves and to protect each other and those people around us. So remember, with our little friend, our character, we need a name, help us out please, and we're going to do some fun stuff with him in the next couple of weeks. So, and then just before we go, remember our puzzle at the start. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Did you figure it out? It's fire. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.